Tonk. Hey, boy, oh boy, good to see you. Boy, I'm glad you stopped by. Yeah, you're just in time. Yes, well, there's this thing going on. We got to talk. I'm having some issues with the hands, and I'm not going to play a whole lot today. But what I wanted to do is something a little bit different. At the risk of overplaying my hand, as it were, pardon that, I wanted to play the original demo of some songs and then play the finished version, the studio version, and just to sort of track where my idea came from and how it ended up in the studio, and sort of I walk you through. That's some of the stories that I'm covering on my Substack. I don't know if you can see that, but longcoldroad.com. There you go. Longcoldroad.com. So here is, sorry for the echo. Don't need all that much, do we? How's that? This is the original demo, 4-track, on a cassette recorder, and it's my little Fostex. And this is 4 tracks of Where's That Woman? Very original demo. Let's hear it.
Here I am, all alone, wondering where she could be. She's out there somewhere, but we just haven't met. Oh, where's that woman for me? Something tells me that she's lonely too, and getting tired of being free. She wants someone just to hold her close. Where's that woman for me? I know she's out there, I can hear her call, with her voice so soft and so low. If you see her, tell her that I need her. Tell me, where's that woman for me? Walk on by, need someone, but that's the way it seems. Where's that woman for me? She'll know when she sees me, she'll hear my call with a voice that comes from my heart. If you see her, tell her that I need her. Tell me, where's that woman for me? If you see her, tell her that I need her. Tell me, where's that woman for me? Where's that woman for me?
Yeah, well, the keen-eared will have heard on the two solos there, the left and the right, one of them cuts out abruptly and my voice comes right in because I only had the 4 tracks. So that was bass, rhythm guitar, and 2 leads, 1 voice. 5 on 4 tracks. Yeah. You do what you gotta do, right? So I had to get it right once, because there was no getting it right the second time if I goofed it. Okay, so now let's hear the finished product. Now this was recorded, I guess, about 6 months later. This was in 1985 we're talking. This is August 1985. Come on.
Here I am, I'm all alone, wondering where she could be. She's out there somewhere, but we just haven't met. But where's that woman for me? Something tells me that she's lonely too, and getting tired of running free. She wants someone just to hold her close. Where's that woman for me? I know she's out there, I can hear her call with her voice so soft and so low. If you see her, tell her that I need her. Tell me, where's that woman for me? Two by two, the ladies walk on by. They don't know the way I feel. We've all got someone, at least that's the way it seems. Where's that woman for me? She'll know when she sees me, she'll hear my call with the voice that comes
Yeah, so gone was the Latin, the, whatever that was, the first time around. So that was what we had when we were done. Moving on to the next song in that same session. Now this demo was done by the co-writer of the song, Rawson, and this is his version of laying down the bed tracks at his place, and I sang, and played bass, and he did all the guitars, and I forget, I think it's a drum machine that we use for the drums on this. We'll see.
2, 3, 4.
Nothing will ever change me loving you. You're still holding me, but not the way you used to do. Love slipped through my fingers like ships that drift apart. You packed a bag and it was my heart. I didn't have to worry about when you were mine. But the more I tried to hold you, the less I was on your mind. I was a puppet who'd only dance for you. You could pull the strings when you wanted to. Go ahead and try to find another love like mine. See if there's another who'll dance for you. If you find I'm on your mind like a favorite melody, come on back and dance for me. I wanted you to stay. Your eyes were saying no. I'll never cut the string, but I just had to let you go. You got my heart beating out of time, and all my love for you hanging on the line. Go ahead and try to find another love like mine. See if there's another who'll dance for you. If you find I'm on your mind like a favorite melody, come on back and dance for me. Come on back and dance for me.
Drum drops, that's what that was. That was record. That was a record of a drum track that he laid behind, underneath that on his Tascam, something or other. Yeah, we haven't seen the old 11 string for a while because it only had 11 strings and it's had to watch from the sidelines. So today I thought I'd get on that. But the sad part of it is I don't have the correct string, and I don't want to pull it all the way up because I know there's going to be a problem. So I do have 12 strings, they're just not, I don't really want to go into it. I'm cheating a little, just a little bit. Now let's hear what happened in the studio. This was with Cyril producing in the real studio. Okay.
Nothing will ever change me loving you. You're still holding me, but not the way you used to do. tried to hold you, the less I was on your mind. I was a puppet who'd only dance for you. You could pull the strings when you wanted to. Go ahead and try to find another love like mine. See if there's another who'll dance for you. If you find I'm on your mind like a favorite melody, come on back and dance for me. I wanted you to stay. Your eyes were saying no. I'll never cut the strings, but I had to let you go. You've got my heart beating out of time, and all my love for you is hanging on the line. Go ahead and try to find another love like mine. See if there's another who'll dance for you. If you find I'm on your mind like a favorite melody, come on back and dance for me. Come on back and dance for me.
There, we milked it for all it was worth, every penny. Okay, so how was that? Players on that session: Evelyn Daddle on the keyboards, Cyril Rawson on guitar and production on that tune, Bob McKinnon on the drums, and Burke Carroll on the steel, and I played the bass. Okay, so now this is a different session. This is going to be Ron Dan's home studio session, where we did what was going to be the follow-up single called No More Looking Back. So here's that demo in his house. I'll tell you who that was after.
I got into a habit of thinking about things and I just cannot change. Problems that plagued me yesterday, I'd worry about today.
little out of tune as with concert pitch. But so that was Evelyn Daddle on the keyboards, Rick Whitelaw on the guitar. I was on bass, Ron Dan on the steel, and on the buttons. That was an ACME 1212 sitting in his upstairs, one of his bedrooms up there. And then we took that and did a real session. I'll tell you who the players are. So here is that session. I'll tell you who it was after.
All right, no more looking back. Take one.
Gotta have the slate. There's Ron.
Got into the habit of thinking about things that I just cannot change. Problems that plagued me yesterday, I'd worry about today. Now I think I've found a way to get me back on track. No more looking back from now on. I gotta keep my gaze on the brighter days due to come along. I get a little tired, I get a little wrong, but there'll be no more looking back from now on. That woman up and left me, it was a while ago. She'd been seeing somebody new and I didn't even know. I could have tried to change her mind, but I just watched her pack. No more looking back from now on. I gotta keep my gaze on the brighter days due to come along. I get a little tired, I get a little wrong, but there'll be no more looking back from now on. That doesn't mean I don't get discouraged. Somehow you've got to carry on. I get a little tired, I get a little wrong, but there'll be no more looking back from now on. Well, there'll be no more looking back from now, from now on.
Yeah, so on drums, Barry Keane from the Gordon Lightfoot Band. Guitar, Mike Peppy Francis. And keyboards for this one, I think, was Ray Parker. Could have been Ron Burroughs, but I think it was Ray Parker. And, of course, Ron Dan on steel. And who am I leaving out? Oh, Kim Brandt on bass. I didn't play anything. I just stood around. I said, wow, look at these guys, man. These are the heavy cats, and they're playing on my record, man. Let's go have lunch. No, I was there for the whole time. I didn't want to miss a second of that. I wish I had my camera. I don't know why. I didn't have my camera for that session. I guess I had other things on my mind, but me not to have my camera, that's just ridiculous. Here's the very first demo I did for Slave to My Coffee. Let's hear it. I haven't even heard it until I heard it a little bit before, and I thought, okay, I'm going to save this for now. So I'm going to hear this with you for the first time in decades.
When I wake up each day, I stumblate my way down to the kitchen for my favorite brew. Don't want no orange juice, that stuff just ain't no use. Don't get me started, there's just one thing to do. I take the filter out and grind the beans about until the smell is floating rich in the air. I pour the water in and soon it's buttering. It won't be long until I'm human again. You would not believe what caffeine does to me. It's a miracle cure. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. It goes right to my head and brings me back from the dead. I'm a slave to my coffee. Yeah, yeah. Got a problem with that? When I get to my job, the coffee's wearing off. I need another one of coffee to go. Before I start computing, while my computer's booting, I hit the lunchroom for a cappuccino. Don't want no Irish cream, that's not enough caffeine. I need the special blend Colombian dark. I take it black and hard, it really hits the spot. It gives me palpitations deep in my heart. I think I'm just might be caffeine dependency, but it's too soon to tell. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm almost feeling fine. Fill me up one more time. I'm a slave to my coffee. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What are you looking at? Get out of the way. Stand back. I'm gonna play. Here we go.
I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. It goes right to my head and brings me back from the dead. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee.
Do you realize you have more than 8 items in the espresso line? I don't believe you people. Get out of my way. What do you mean I'm hard to get along with? Geez, I don't believe it. Wanna go dancing? Live around here or what? You got the nicest eyes I've ever seen. Let's go for a coffee after work. I'm serious. What are you laughing at?
Okay. Yeah, I had never been to a real studio with that song. I've got a better version of it, of course. But anyway, so that was just some sampling of some early versions compared to the studio versions. Here's something. This song, the very first song that I did tonight, I think was that Bad Dog, I believe it was. That one and this next one were on a tape that went to Chet Atkins. And Chet Atkins said he was going to hold on to this one, the one I'm about to play you, and he suggested that I send the other one to, what's his name now? Just passed away. Well, long story short, he never did play it. But anyway, here's the one that Chet was holding on to. Got a letter right up there saying so. I suggest you show the first one to Dwayne Eddy. I'll hold on to number 2, Chet Atkins. It's got planned. I said, why don't I just look up the letters right there? Yeah, he was an effective use of time management, Chet was, because what he did was he took the letter that I had written him and just wrote a note on top and sent it right back. Yeah, he figured that one out somewhere. All right, where were we before I got dazzled by my own 12 strings? Anyway, okay. Oh, yeah. Now, check this out. Now we're getting into jingles. These are some jingles that I did. This one ran for a little while, but who knows what happened. Place is no longer around. But see if you can figure out what sort of place this would be. So they'd take you for this adventure up and down the Grand River, so that's what that was. Water splashes and stuff. Oh, yeah, the whole deal. Okay, now, here's where I got to stretch my tones, man. This is something that I did, just a pitch. They didn't buy it.
On the road for 6 days I was rolling along. When my rig started shaking I knew something was wrong. I'm not the kind of guy who would just let it slide. Safety's number one, you gotta keep it in mind. So I called up ahead and gave him my ETA. Told Marshall Truck and Trailer I was on my way, look out. So call up ahead and give me your ETA. Tell Marshall Truck and Trailer that you're on your way. Look out.
I had more time on my hands than clients. So what I would do is if I'd get an idea, I would just put it together, do a quick little demo. It didn't take a lot of time. Holy cow. Didn't take any time at all. Here's a big one. Oh man, this jingle, when it went on the air, it was on, I was working at CFRB radio in Toronto, CFRB 1010. And when it went on the air, it was predominantly an older person station at the time. I don't know what it's like now, but, and I put well, I'll tell you what happened after it hit the air.
Stay cool and ride throughout the summer's highs and lows. Don't forget to call A1. Stay nice when the cold wind blows, don't forget to call A1. Call the ones who specialize in carrier. The saving money has begun. To keep your climate right, call the experts day or night. Don't forget to call A1.
This is what we call the donut. This week at A1 Air Conditioning, we got a special on duct cleaning. Oh yeah, come on, get the ducts cleaned out. Get ready for spring, because you know what they'll say. Winter's on this way.
To keep your climate right, call the experts day or night. Don't forget to call A1.
So when that one started playing, all these old people started to call up and request that song. Would you play that A1 song? They thought it was a song. And they liked it. And I guess it must have brought back, well, what I wanted to do was, you know, so that old Sousa kind of thing, you know, march. And that's what I wanted. Had I had a brass band, I would have used that. But it was just I'm playing all the instruments on that. And singing all the parts too, so. Didn't have access to a woodwind silver section or anything, but here's the funny one. Here's the first jingle that I did for CFRB, and it aired once, and then as soon as it aired, the client pulled it. I'll tell you why after.
Better call ACME. Better call ACME. Better call ACME locksmiths right away. Yes, you did. Better call ACME. Better call ACME. Call 6999999 today.
Here's that donut.
Call 6999999 today.
Okay, this client, every step of the way is like, oh, so much, it was a lot of money, and he'd never done radio before, and this was the first time it aired, and I knew, I was like, you know, listen, you're not gonna get anything the first time, so you're gonna have to let it play, you know, a few times. Anyway, I heard it run, it was like 2 PM. Half an hour later, so phone rings, sure enough, it's a client. He goes, I'm pulling the commercial, take it off the air. I go, oh, you gotta give it a chance. I says, you know, you'll get a call eventually. He says, oh, I got calls. He says, that's the problem, I got so much work now, I can't run it anymore, you gotta take it off the air. He says, well, I'll pay for my whole campaign. They said, are you kidding me? One of the calls was from one of the big box stores, I forget which one. But anyway, they became the locksmith for all of the stores in that area of Toronto, I guess. And this is just a little guy, him and his son, and then suddenly they're inundated with all these calls. They got 4 calls from it airing once. And out of that one airing, it was a year's work, he said, and that was that. That's not the finished commercial. I don't think I have the actual commercial that aired. That's just the jingle. And it was just a little bit of, you know, call, whatever, you know, get your locks checked or whatever. That was the message. It wasn't anything special, but they liked the jingle, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to say thank you for stopping by. I got to say hello, a big hello to Dolores and Barry. We talked about you today. I was over at seeing Lainey. Couldn't get through. She was on the phone. Just wanted to make sure that she wasn't, you know, fallen and you can't get up, so I just stopped over, and she was saying, talking about you. So hello, how you doing? I want to send this one out to you. The people who are in uniform now or who were in uniform and they're on the next phase, you know, these are the ones I want to send this one out to. The hero next door.
Stands the lion-hearted man, brave as any hawk could hatch. As you snuggle in your bed and smile yourself to sleep, you wonder what to give and what to keep. Give thanks to those who come behind. Thank the Lord if you're so inclined. But thank the hero next door. You may see her struggle. You can't feel the pain. She's got medals in a drawer. She came home, but nothing's quite the same. As you snuggle in your bed and smile yourself, wonder what to give, what to keep. Give thanks to those who came before. Give thanks to those who come behind. Thank the Lord if you're so inclined. Thank the hero. There's a hero. The hero next door. The hero next door. The hero next door. The hero next door.
Well, gee, thanks so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again real soon. Hey, be a subscriber. Like the video if you liked it. Anyway, I hope to see you again real soon. Look after yourself. Look after somebody who needs it. And bye for now. Oh, yeah, you need a bath. Somebody needs a bath.